2-2 draw here at Oxhey Jets in the first qualifying round of the FA Cup. Hayden, welcome back. Your first competitive game that you've been at this season, probably not the return you were hoping for.
No, obviously we wanted to win. The players did their best to win. I don't think it's unfair to suggest that everything conspired against us today. And I'm pleased. I'm pleased to still be in competition. We're still in the hat. I think the result is unfair, and even though I congratulate Oxhey Jets entirely, all of them played very, very well. I think it's fair to say that the decisions of the referee ultimately decided the game.
Yeah, there's kind of two ways of looking at it, aren't there? And we'll come to the officiating, but when you look at the performance the team put in the first half in particular, was that at the level that you would have wanted this afternoon?
I think it's very difficult to perform in the way that we want to play football on that pitch. I understand the question, and you can argue that we needed to increase the intensity. However, increasing the intensity means working the ball quicker, and when you work the ball quicker and the ball isn't rolling truly, it becomes very difficult. So today I would absolutely defend the players and say that, you know, of course we wanted to win and we expected to win without being complacent. You know, we know that results in the FA Cup can go against you if you don't play with the right mindset, but we had a good attitude to the game. We did our best to win the game, and ultimately the reason that we didn't win the game is not the fault of the Kingstonian players.
In hindsight, do you regret the amount of changes you made to the team for today?
No, not at all. I trust the players. I've said from day one that 11 players won't be enough for us to achieve our ambitions this season. We want to do really well in the league. We want to fight for titles. We want to fight for promotion. We want to get to the first round proper of the FA Cup, and we want to try to win the Surrey Cup and the League Cup. That's what we want. I'm not saying that we're going to do it, but that's what we want. That's the ambition of the dressing room. I can't do that with 11 players. And, you know, if you look at the players that come in today, Aaron Lamont is an experienced player and a quality player. Elliot, in our level, is established. He's proven. He's an outstanding footballer. The captain comes back in at right back. Javan was unwell today. Bryant has had a big week for one or two reasons, and so we decided probably emotionally it's taken a lot out of him. But again, you know, Fabio comes in. Fabio, in my view, is the best left back in the league. So, hey, you then look at Teo, who was deserving of his opportunity. We need everybody, and I wanted to show the players that I trusted them, and my trust in the players was absolutely justified in the way that they performed.
Towards the end of the game, when you were making subs, when we were in search of a goal, what was behind the decision not to bring on, Daniel Jakayi, who's obviously been scoring this season, and bringing on Gus? I mean, obviously Gus has been scoring as well, but why bring on a midfielder in that situation rather than a striker?
Just because it was more important not to lose, to make sure that we didn't need to roll the dice to win. You know, with respect to Oxhey Jets, it's their day. We congratulate them. But when so much has gone against you, I think inexperience and naivety tries to roll the dice one more time to try to win the game in a situation where the game is open, in a situation where emotions have taken over the game and there's not a control. And so, in my view, the best way to approach it is to say, listen, everything has gone against us. 2 penalty decisions, 1 goal that's not been given, a crazy, difficult pitch to play on. Give them their day. Let's be professional. Let's try to win, but make sure we don't lose. And I'll see everybody on Wednesday.
You mentioned the officiating. I asked this question, reminding you why you haven't been here for the first 4 games of the season. So all our opinions can be somewhat measured here.
Yeah.
But there was a somewhat mad 5 minutes where the ref gave 1 penalty, didn't give another, and didn't give a goal that looked, certainly from where we were, to be over the line. Has he got all 3 of those decisions wrong?
The problem is, honestly, is that I got punished to the extreme for telling the truth, and so I don't want to tell the truth. But so I'll answer.
Can they ban me? Do you want me to give the answer?
No, I want to answer diplomatically and honestly. I don't want to avoid the question because that's the question on everybody's lips. And all I would say is, footballers, teams, managers, they have good games and bad games, make mistakes. Some may argue that I made a mistake in not bringing on Daniel and bringing on Gus, for example, but there is a reason behind that. And I think the referee made mistakes. All I ask of the referees is I don't expect them to get all of these decisions right. I do expect them to get the big decisions right. And there were 3 big decisions today, and he got them all wrong. As a consequence of that, Kingstonian's performance is an irrelevance. Oxley Jet's performance, respectfully, is an irrelevance, because the biggest factor in who determined the result then becomes the referee.
How's preparation been this week? There have been a lot of stories about what's been going on at this club, players leaving, managers leaving. Did you turn up today not really knowing what to expect?
A little bit. Our preparation for the game was good. I'd seen them play Didcot, I'd seen them play Crawley Green, I saw them play Ardsley Town. So I knew what we were coming into, and I know that in Putman up front they have a centre forward that can play at our level. And what a good player he is. And I know that when you come to places like this, respectfully to Oxley, who have been fantastic hosts, their chairman looked after us, their management team, however long they stay in the job, have done a tremendous job with their players today, and all those players gave everything for the club, and it's their day. All that I would say is that the term a great leveller is often used in football, but it's never been more true today. And the preparation was meticulous to detail, as it always is, but until you can touch and feel it and you're playing the game, you don't realise how much of a leveller it is, and it certainly was today.
At this stage of the season, is an extra midweek game actually quite nice? More time to work on stuff in a game scenario rather than training, or is it a bit of pain?
100%. I was even considering playing a friendly this week. I spoke to Dudley Hamlet, I spoke to Tonbridge Angels. We looked into playing friendlies. We decided against it in the end. So we were going to have a good week on the training ground. But I've got to say, this is ideal. This is exactly what we need. I'm looking forward to getting back home with the home supporters. And I'm looking to doing really well in the FA Cup. And as a supporter, everybody can go home really disappointed and really frustrated because everybody turns up and expects us to win convincingly. I get that. If I was a supporter, I'd be the same. As the manager of the club, I'm the happiest person to walk out of this ground, because no one will remember the first game if we win the next game, the next game, the next game, and we end up against the league club again. So today's just part of the process. You would expected us to win, but I don't think it's unfair to suggest that it's going to be a different equation on Wednesday night.
Good to be back.
It was a crazy day to be back, but I've got to tell you, I absolutely loved it.
Great. Well, we love having you back. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you.